Hello my broken beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be talking about how I disconnected and how I was able to achieve at one point to not feel, so I can protect my heart from being hurt, but that comes with a lot of pros and cons. So if you're interested in watching this video, please stay tuned to my video. And if you don't find this helpful or interesting or any kind of inspiration to you, or just connecting with this video, you can exit. As I'm growing my channel, I definitely want to spread good vibes and good support system out there. As everybody is suffering their own ways, I want to make sure that everybody is also kind, because that's what I believe in. Yes, there's times where you're going to be moody, emotional, you're going to be very angry at times, at your lowest, but you know what? We make mistakes, but we get back up and we practice kindness. We practice, the best self of, so we want to practice to become a better person, to be the best version of herself, if that makes sense. So yeah, all right, so let me explain my analogy, okay? How I became, how I was able to achieve not feeling hurt and pain at one point of my life. Okay, you guys, I am speaking from my experience and journey, okay? And if I repeat myself on certain things, it's because some people are not up to date and they don't follow my channel and they don't watch all my videos. So a part of my journey was I grew up with a lot of struggles, and I've overcome a lot of things that not a lot of people would be able to overcome, because it's traumatic, it's hurtful, and very painful, mentally, and also physically, but more so mentally. So for the longest time, I didn't realize that I was trying to protect myself out of self-defense, and how I cope with it and protect my inner young child, Dara. I would escape. I would escape into a fantasy where I can just daydream and fantasize about something else. Just something that's very comforting. Very, even though it's not always the truth, it was comforting to me. Like, for example, at one point I was not accepting of certain things in my life. That is the truth. And I kept trying to run away from it, and I wouldn't accept it. But because I kept running away from it and wouldn't accept it, the universe was chasing me with it, because it was basically a fear of mine, okay? I know it's not funny, but just imagine like your fear chasing you, and one of them is, one of my fear was that I was abandoned, and my parents technically at some point did make me feel like I was abandoned, because they separated, and there was times where my dad disappeared and we didn't hear from him, and I would ask my mom, like, where did he go? And then he would send a message or a phone call or a letter back to us saying that he is out of state, he's trying to get settled in, and he's trying to, reestablish and build himself again, which is fine. It's just that as a child, when you don't hear anything from your parent, you just worry. Like, even though you're so young, you're aware of it. Like, you're so used to your dad calling you, checking in on you, and you just miss your parents regardless, both of them. For some reason in my mind, I kept fantasizing that, I had both parents there still, even though I knew that I had a stepmom and I had my mom had a fiance that, so you get it. And it was sad. It was sad because a lot of people knew that I was living, some people knew, some people didn't, but they knew that I was living in a lie rather than in reality, and I needed to accept it. But they're not going to be the one who break the news to me. They just know that that's a way for me to cope and escape temporarily. But as I grew older, people thought that I would break out of it, and I still didn't. It took me a long time because I've endured and bottled up a lot of hurt. And I didn't get the right support system and the right people because maybe it wasn't time yet and I wasn't ready, you know. So with that being said, in order to protect that younger vulnerable child, Dara, from a young age that she was hurt, 4 to 5 years old, around there, over time, I just learned that if I have to feel and I have to be aware to know what's going on and to grasp and to feel it and feel that pain and emotions, then I don't want it. I just, somehow I was like, back then, I probably like consciously just talk about it, and I just wondered to myself, like, I'm not saying it now because I'm definitely happy that I'm emotionally connected with myself, and I'm very happy that I'm aligned much better within myself and connected. I'm just saying back then I was like really just wanting to not feel the pain anymore, and I just didn't care, even if that means that I had to not be emotionally available, empathetic and sympathetic, and I had to live in a happy world most of my time and not be able to feel pain and hurt with everybody. So basically, from my heart being the way it is, it felt, it could connect, it knew how to be sad but also grasp and, you know, like really just feel and be human, right? And still feel hurt but still feel like it's beautiful, if that makes sense. So you see how shiny this is? This is a beautiful beating heart. But I've in the past, it was switched because what I wanted wasn't this, because you can feel the pain. So that was switched out to this heart. This heart doesn't sparkle and glitter and beat like the one you saw previously. So the difference between this one is it's beating, it's much more sparkly, it can feel, it can grasp, it can feel beautiful through sadness and hurt and hardship. This one is basically hardened compared to this one, and this one's soft, and this one is like a rock. Like you know it's a heart, but it's literally not beating, and it's a rock. Okay, I'm just using this as a analogy or theory. Okay, you guys, I hope you guys are catching on and understanding my point. So this was trade-off for this. Little did I know, okay, little did I know this affected a lot of things about my life that I needed to grow myself. So I needed the first heart instead of this one, but I didn't know. So I learned a very valuable, sad lesson. I learned that it's human to feel pain. It's human to go through struggles and not let it bitter you. It's human to allow it to blossom you and grow you so you can have a deeper and better understanding to connect with others. And regardless of all your struggles, like allow it to build you, not to break you down, right? Well, I let it become hardened. I became bitter. I became angry. I became dark and started to get negative. And I started to feel depressed, you know, suicidal, emotional. Like, this is like, suicidal was like in my early teen years. And then I stopped when I got married, okay? Like first, I don't know, I can't remember, but that suicidal thing went away when I got married. Because I have a whole new purpose, a whole new life direction, a whole new thing of I need to grow myself. So, but along the journey, I'm just saying is, I'm just talking the suicidal part, was more like in my early teens. But this hardened heart that I've hardened So this is how I harden it. Okay. I took this heart and I said, I don't want to feel, so this is wax, okay? I don't want to feel any more pain, so I'm going to harden it with not feeling and connecting with my emotions and not being aware of, you know, any of my feelings or emotions. And I just want to feel happy all the time. So I'm going to find ways to indulge and to cope to make me happy, right? All right. So with that being said, okay, let it dry while it's drying. With that being said, this heart has become hardened from all that not feeling and emotionally connected and being present. So that beating heart was traded for a non-present person, a non-emotional person. Yeah, I mean, you cry when you take a lot, but you can't feel sorry for others. You can't accept others' love. You can't appreciate. You can't practice gratitude. You can't feel like your heart is beating, like there's compassion or passion, like you feel sorry for patients or you feel sorry for people, like that's what I'm saying, but you don't completely get there. There's a wall, a brick hard wall that you can't get to a certain point with other people to connect with them when they're at their lowest and they need that emotional support and physical support, and you can't give that out because you don't have it within yourself. You block that. So over time, I want y'all to just take a look at this. So this is how it looks. A hardened waxed heart, okay? You see that? This is a heart that you probably don't want. I know it sounds nice that you don't have to feel the pain anymore, but that pain. I was listening to I like to go on YouTube and just really listen to inspirational, motivational speeches, and sometimes I listen to like some priests, I forgot their name, but one of them is like spiritually God motivational speaking, and it's like very inspiring where they say without pain you will never be able to evolve and grow to become the person you're supposed to become to fulfill your life purpose. And I truly, now when I'm working on myself and have made progress and still continue to work on myself, now I realize that shoot, if I haven't felt pain and went through all these struggles, then I wouldn't even be able to understand this deep level of hurt and sadness, negativity, dysfunctional, and this pattern that I'm trying to break out of. And I wouldn't have known like this loneliness. I wouldn't have been able to connect with others who are going through deep, deep hurt. And now I went through it and experienced it. Of course, it may not be similar to yours, but I've experienced the deep level of hurt, and now I have worked on myself, and now I want to turn and I want to be able to help others, to allow them to know that they're not alone. It's okay. And I'm here for everybody. And when I didn't have anybody there, it was scary. It was really scary when you think about it, when you're driving something that you don't know, like your mind, and you allow it to self-destruct and self-sabotage. It's very sad. It's very painful. And I'm very blessed and fortunate to get the help I needed at the right time, the right moment. Things start turning around for me to become better, because I prayed hard and told the universe, I don't want to hurt anymore. I don't want to feel this anymore. I want to become better. I want to be human. I want to be connected. I apologize for all the things that I've done, if I've sinned anyway, if I've hurt anyone anyway, disrespected, mistreated anyone. Hurt people. And I was hurt by people that I love. And this cycle just continues, and I'm like, I I need to stop that cycle within my little family, within myself, because I don't want that. I do not want that all over again. No, absolutely not. I refuse. And so as I decided, I don't want this heart anymore. I want the beating heart that sparkles, that is fluffy, that's soft, that is alive, that can feel beautiful even through hardship, pain, and struggles. And it feels so nice to be connected, right? So this is how I melted my hardened wax heart to feel again. And oh, it was such a journey. It was a long journey, let me tell you that. And I'm still working on burning the few last wax on my heart, okay? But I'm sharing it with you guys because I'm going through it right now, and I'm towards like the very final stage of feeling and being human and connected, and I still have much more to learn. I mean, life is about learning your life lessons. Life is about bettering yourself, about becoming the best version to support everybody around you, you know? Damn, this wax smells so good. Sorry. I really like smells. It just brings a lot of comfort to me. Okay, sorry. Y'all just gotta watch me sniff away, right? This is how I melt my heart. As I prayed, the universe is like probably thinking, is she ready? Is she really ready? Is she really ready to take on feeling again? So she's saying she has to feel from when she was born to when she was a child, through the times where she was a teen to the time where she was in her early 20s to her mid 20s to up until her current age, right? That I had to feel all those emotions that I've stopped from feeling, and now I have to feel all that. Like, it's gonna be a freaking hurricane. No, I don't know how to say that word. It's gonna be like a tornado hitting me hard all at once, and all I could do is just stand still as much as I can and not fly. Okay, that's very hard. So I'll tell you that. It was very hard, but I survived through it somehow. But that was also based on my faith, on praying to my ancestor, the higher beings, the God, the universe. I had to pray for my grandma and grandpa to help me, my parents to help me. I mean, they weren't there, but I prayed for like their guidance, and I prayed and prayed and prayed. And also I've self-taught myself and study and research, and learn about emotions and really connect with the mental health professionals, and also like heal myself and meditate through this journey, and a definitely weight loss journey, eating healthier, thinking healthier, practicing healthier things, and really just cutting down any of my unhealthy bad habits that I've had along the way of trying to go through my journey. So all right, so Dara has to feel all her pain from the time that she didn't allow to feel, right? Oh, it hurts. It's melting. Can you see this? I'm sorry, but let me try to make it closer, y'all, because this is pretty cool. I mean, it's not cool, but it's kind of like you can see the heart melting. Okay, so Dara is melting away her shield of armor to not feel, and Dara has to feel it now. She has to feel the time that she was physically, emotionally abused as a child. She was molested. She got bullied, up until the point where she argued with individuals, or argue with loved ones, misunderstanding. Like, she had to feel all that hurt, betrayal, being cheated on in past relationship, feeling abandoned from her parents, and really feeling when her grandma passed away and really reliving that and re-feeling that moment of losing the one she loves. Really feeling the pain of her family being hurt by anything that she has done to hurt them and them to hurt her, and just really feeling that and regaining herself and regaining her power back, right? So look at that. All that is pretty much melted, okay? So of course it's going to be a few of wax, but more so, ooh, more so now this is a soft beating heart, okay? There's no more wax on it, and I hope you can see it. And Eldara can feel human again. She's connected. Okay, so now I can feel emotions now. Believe it or not, I can feel it because I continue to surround myself with people who do validate emotions, who are aware of emotions, who believes in treating other people right. You know, like believing that yes, we hurt, we struggle, we need to hear each other out, you know, and so this heart of mine, I've regained back. And I just wanted to say, you know, this is a part of my affirming journey and healing is I want to tell my heart, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, heart, for hurting you. I'm so sorry, heart, for really blocking something beautiful that is supposed to build me to become a better person rather than to run away and just to shield it up and hold it in, and it can't even grow. So I'm so glad the universe and the gods and the ancestors just heard my call. Like, I need y'all at this moment. I really just want to feel and be a better person for my family, because without feeling and connecting and understanding what others are going through and hearing their message like, you hurt me, or I don't like it when you do this, and really taking it into consideration to saying, oh, okay, you hurt, or you don't like it when I do this or I say this. Let's correct this because I'm sorry. Can we do a redo, retry, restart, reset, you know, and just try and go at it again, because I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. No one's perfect. We're all learning along this journey. But if we stop feeling, that means we stop growing and feeling and empathizing and practicing, you know, listening skills, empathy and affirming and patience, and also being present, you know. And it's just everything. Those are the very essential things that you need to connect and to support one another through hard times, you know, and also good times, but more so hard times and difficult time. Oh wow, it was just, I can't believe it that I was able to regain my heart back, and I'm very blessed. Thank you, universe. Thank you all that has helped me assist me along the way. So with that being said, I have a sparkly heart now that I'm extremely proud to have and very happy to have, and I won't let that vulnerable little Dara that has been hurted in the past hurt anymore. And just taking that ownership of saying, I'm taking responsibility of your happiness. I'm going to be there to stand up for you. I'm going to be there to help you and not allow anyone to hurt you anymore. And to put her back into my heart and keep her safe is beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. So we are going to put more content out there to help better this world, because this world is, it's a lost mystery, a lost cause sometime, not all the time, but sometime. And we need people who care, because if we don't have people who care, ain't nobody going to be telling us how to get there. We're going to pretty much be suffering and doing the wrong things when we think it's the right thing to do, when we really don't know. And not everybody can tell us what to do, but sharing a part of what we learn in our journey and our struggles, and not judging each other and being critical and making fun of each other and assuming that we know it all about this person when you don't. You've never been in their shoes. Yeah, you heard things about them. You've seen them act or react in a certain way at certain occasion or events, but you can't judge them based on just that experience. Even if your brother grew up with you for your whole life, doesn't mean that they know you completely inside out. No, we are constantly evolving and changing, either for the bad, the good, better, or positive or negative. Like you can go northeast, west, and south. I mean, you pick. You have free will. You pick the life you want. You pick the way you want to go, and that molds you to become who you want to be. So when you are making a U-turn and you're like, hey, that's not right. I thought that I was going the right direction, but no. My GPS somehow now says I need to route and detour to the correct situation that I wasn't aware of. So, my broken beauties, if you really want to feel and connect with yourself, please rewatch this video so you know the steps that I took that helped me, and add on your own steps and recipe or ingredients to get the results you want. Because it's going to be different for everybody based on where they live, their upbringing, their resource. You know, some people may need more support and some people don't need much support. Some people may need a little bit more support from the spiritual realm, and some people may need just more, you know, emotional support from mental health professional, or maybe need both. So with that being said, take care. I love you guys. Stay well.